Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rakah Kwadash. This is your Akim Azel, back with another quick lesson. And I was searching, or actually just going through these social media platforms, and someone posted this two, interesting comments from this person, you see him right here. I ain't gotta say his name, but I'm gonna just say it. Benjamin Netanyahu. This was back in 1990, and this is a quote that he said. Right, you see the individual right here. Then you got the sources where you can find this quote, etc. But I'm gonna just go ahead and pretty much state what his quote. State this individual's quote, for edification. It says, "America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece until there is nothing left but the world's biggest welfare state that we will create and control. This is what we do to countries that we hate. We destroy them very slowly." So apparently this guy, Benjamin Netanyahu, he doesn't like America so much, right? But see, this individual right here, he's playing his part, man. The Lord has chosen these individuals to play their part, man. And just like the one of the made a perfect point, man. This individual right here, he's playing a key role in what the downfall of Babylon the Great, and what this is exactly the will of the Lord. But this devil, this is exactly what this devil's playing, but he don't realize he's doing the will of the Lord, man. Let me read this quote again. It says, "America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece until there is nothing left but the world's biggest welfare state that we will create and control. This is what we do to countries that we hate. We destroy them very slowly, man." Like I said, this is exactly how this devil feels, and this is exactly what's going to happen to this place. It's going to be destroyed, but little do this devil know he's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. And then someone made a comment at the top. It says, "So we support Israel, and the Christians say they chosen, and the others say the chosen, and the others say the chosen too. Then, though others spit on Christians, shouldn't be eye-opening. Cease those people so care about America. I wouldn't." Well, I don't know. This individual, his comment doesn't make sense. I'm reading it. If I'm reading it wrong, I must be. But he's pretty much saying something along the lines of like, man, this individual's statement doesn't make sense. But I can understand what he's meaning. He's meaning that these supposed to be the chosen people, but you see how they act towards the so-called Christians, spitting at them. Because there's articles about that, spitting on them, spitting at them, and how they feel about America, Babylon the Great. And here's another statement I was able to snap. I'm not sure how long ago this was, but it says, again, this same individual. It says, "Many Americans will die in a war against Iran. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make." So they already know. That's why this tension amongst these people, man. And like what these nations and these people here in Babylon the Great don't realize, they want to go about their everyday life not knowing, what's right around the corner, man, which is that third woe. And what? All these other calamities and that main prophecy that we're looking forward to, which is the MOTB that's spoken of in the book of Revelation chapter 13, point at 16 through 18, man. We waiting for that, man. That ultimate test, man. But you see what this devil is saying, man. It says many Americans will die in a war against Iran. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make. So let me get a precept. Let's go to the book of Isaiah, chapter 34, and I'm going to start at the top. Verse 1, it says, I'm going to read the subtitle. It says, Yahweh's wrath against nations. Yahweh's wrath against nations. And it says, come near, ye nations, to hear, and hearken, ye people. Let the earth hear, and all that is therein, the world and all things that come forth of it. For the indignation of the Lord is upon all nations, and his fury upon all their armies. He have utterly destroyed them and have delivered them to the slaughter. And that's what this individual is pretty much, carrying on. He says many Americans will die in a war against Iran. That is a sacrifice that is a sacrifice I am willing to make, man, because actually this is prophecy, man, which is that third woe. And many of these Babylonians will, die. And ultimately, Esau, Edom's empire, man. Let's continue on. Verse 3, it says, their slain also shall be cast out, and their stink shall come up out of their carcasses, and the mountains shall be melted with the blood, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll, and all their hosts shall fall down as the leaf falleth off from the vine, and as a falling fig from the fig tree. And that's talking about what? Those nuclear ICBM missiles, man. When it's talking about, read it again, Isaiah 34 and 4, it says, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. That's those ICBM missiles, man. This Holy Bible is very what? Mysterious and poetic, man. And a lot of people don't understand these precepts when they're being spoken. They just see them verbatim and think they got some type of understanding. The only understanding is going to come from what? Yahweh's true prophets, man, and those that have the ears and eyes to see. What Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai has planned for this place, Babylon the Great, man. Verse 5, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Let's read that again. Isaiah 34 and 5, it says, for my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea and upon the people of my curse to judgment. Let's read the New Living Translation. It says, Isaiah 34 and 5 again, it says, and when my sword has finished its work in the heavens, I will fall upon Edom, the nation I have marked for destruction, man. And who is Edom? Esau, Edom is the nation of the Edomites, man, the self-proclaimed white people, man. The Lord had what? Marked them for destruction, man. Verse 6, it said, the sword of the Lord is filled with the blood. It is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of kidneys of the rams. For the Lord have a sacrifice in Basra, and a great slaughter in the land of Idumea, man. Just like this devil said, what? He says, many Americans will die in a war against Iran. That is a sacrifice that is a sacrifice I am willing to make, man. So this devil don't even understand. He's a leader that the Lord's picked. The Lord's putting these people's the ideas in these people's mind, man. The decision making in these people's mind are made by Yahweh Shai, man. You know, so the Lord is putting those ideas, those thoughts in these leaders, these individuals' minds to what? Fulfill the Lord's will, man. And I'm gonna get that precept that proves that. But let's read the New Living Translation, 34:6 again. It says, the sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats. And what this guy said over here, he said, America is a golden calf, and we will suck it dry, chop it up, and sell it off piece by piece. That's what that is, man. What? It's like it. Isaiah 34:6, it says, the sword of the Lord is drenched with blood and covered with fat, with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of rams prepared for sacrifice. Yes, the Lord will offer a sacrifice in the city of Basra. He will make a mighty slaughter in Edom, man. Yeah, that's what these people are being what? They're going to be sacrificed. This whole Babylon the Great, aka America, will be the ultimate sacrifice, man. You know, and that's what is ultimately the direction that we're headed, man. You know, because what? This is the Lord's will, man. Let's go to I'm gonna go to Jeremiah 51. I'm gonna read the subtitle. It says, Babylon judged for sins against Israel, man. So this is the judgment that Babylon has, aka America, against Israel, man. I'm gonna go to the point, which is at 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad, man. That's why a lot of these nations around here are fed up with this place, man. They see the bull, they see through the bull that Esau, Edom have been pulling, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, you know, just like the precept said, let the weak say I'm strong. Now you see all these other countries, you know, there was only 2 superpowers back, what? During World War I and World War II, man. There was only like 2 superpowers. Who was that? The U.S. and Russia. Now you got all these other countries, man, that have nuclear ICBM capabilities, man. You know, so that's the fulfillment of prophecy. The weak, let the weak say I'm strong. So, you know, America, actually Esau, Edom, was what? The big bully on the block. He was pushing and shoving all these other countries around, telling them what they can and can't do, man. You know, and if you're not bending to the will of them, there are going to be dire consequences. That's why, for example, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, there's multiple other occasions of how this devil to this day going around other countries that are what? At odds with their policy, that they do what? They go around and bomb, take out their leaders, Muammar Gaddafi, Saddam Hussein, and there's information out, that's putting out that who was orchestrating those hits too. This devil right here, no other than him, man. He had his plan, had his hand, and he was pretty much orchestrating it. He was telling them that, hey, you need to take out Saddam Hussein, man. This guy. Oh, let me go back. Just like he was saying, what he says, America is a golden calf and we will suck it dry. What Yahweh Shah say? It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad, man. That's why a lot of these countries, they're what? Separating, joining the BRICS nation. They're no longer agreeing to the demands of Esau, Edom, or Babylon the Great, aka America, man, because now they see through the game, just like Kim Jong-un said back in an article in 2016 when I read it, it said America is the most conniving nation there is on the planet, man. You have to look at what that word conniving mean. That means like trying to be willfully ignorant, man. They want to play like they're ignorant. They know these things going on, but they want to act like they don't know. You know what I'm saying? That's being conniving, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, all these other nations see through that crap, man. They see through that bull. Let's go to another precept. So like, let's go to the book of Jeremiah again. And let's go to 19 was the point. It says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her, and who is a chosen man. See, they want to act like, they want to act like they the chosen people, right? The Lord has chose these people. Yeah, you the chosen people, right? To what? Do the Lord's will. To what? Destroy, displace Babylon the Great, man. You're doing what the Lord set you up to do, man. Yeah, you have been chosen, but you're not the Lord's chosen people, man. You're an imposter, but yet you have been chosen. You have been chosen to do what? The will of the Lord, man. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 49:19. It says, behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swell of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but which we know that's Yahweh Shai. But I will suddenly make him run away from her, and who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her. So this devil right here, was appointed over Babylon the Great to do what? Destroy it, man. That's why like there's I did see it recently, but there was videos, like I was saying earlier, of this devil talking about making, you know, stating moves. Like I was saying, for instance, one example was the assassination of Saddam Hussein. He was saying that for years, and then what happened? For decades, actually, and then what happened? America pretty much orchestrated that plot, man. You know, with the what? That false flag of weapons of mass destruction and stuff like that. But this devil right here was saying that for decades, man, that they need to take out Saddam Hussein, that the Middle East would be better off without him. And then finally, America, Babylon the Great, this government did what? They orchestrated that hit, man. So he has been chosen to what? Do the will of the Lord for the destruction of this place, Babylon the Great, man. Let's go. Let's read it again. Jeremiah 49:19. It says, "Behold, he shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong, but I will suddenly make him run away from her. And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is the shepherd that I will stand?" Salakia. "And who is the shepherd that will stand before me?" Let's read the New Living Translation. It says, "I will come like a lion from the thicket of the Jordan, leaping on the sheep in the pasture. I will chase Edom from his land, and I will appoint the leader of my choice. For who is like me, and who can challenge me? What ruler can oppose my will?" Man, this devil right here, man. What ruler can oppose the will of Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, man? Yahweh by Yahweh Shai. No one, man. So this devil right here, with like all these other leaders, man, of the world, they're doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. Who can resist the will of the Heavenly Father, man? No one, man. And that's what this devil, he like I said, this stuff is being known before the ultimate destruction of this place, man. This was the whole plan, which is the Lord's plan of what? Destroying Babylon the Great, aka America, man. And this devil right here is quoted saying that, man. But little did he know, he's doing the will of the Heavenly Father, man. It said, who can resist the will of the Lord, man? He's a leader that the Lord chose, that the Lord had appointed to what? Destroy assist in destroying Babylon the Great, aka America. Is what? The least of the flock shall draw them out, man. So he's drawing America, Babylon the Great, to what? This war, man. That's why he mentioned what? Many Americans will die in a war against Iran. That is a sacrifice I am willing to make, man. So that's ultimately that third woe, man. Let's see. Got another precept. I got another precept, and then I will probably close it out. Matter of fact, I meant to, let's go up. Slovakia. Well, no, I just want to go to that's the point right there. Well, I'm going to just go up to 17. It says, "Also Edom shall be a desolation. Every one that goeth by it shall be astonished and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof," man. So that's what's happening to this place, man. That's what's going to happen to this place. This place is going to be ransacked with plagues, man. You know what I'm saying? Famine, these class wars, man. Rioting. You know, this is what's going to ultimately happen to this place, man. But these people right here don't, they think of everything's going to go back to some normalcy. And a lot of them want that to happen, man. They want this place to continue, man. This place is wicked, man. And it's getting wickeder every day, man. These weirdos walking around. You can't, like you said, it's totally been the whole atmosphere of Babylon the Great, aka America, has been changed, man. You can't even enjoy yourself anymore, man. The little enjoyment that you had, you can't do it anymore, man. There's a lot of people already making that known. But us in the truth, we been knew that, We felt that once we realized when we saw this place for what it was, that every ounce of enjoyment pretty much went out the window, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't, but prior to that, man, you can't enjoy it, man, because these weirdos around you, what may happen, the next moment, So this place is right, is wicked, man. It's wicked. And like I was just reading this is off the subject, but it's still relevant because this is happening in Babylon the Great. And I think this was in, I can't think of the state. What state was that? Man, I can't even think of the state, but there was like, it says between 20 to 30 so-called black and Hispanic children. And they said that's all it was, were black and Hispanic children. I can't think of this city, man, or the state. They said they was recently abducted. And then in Florida, someone just posted, like they said, in Florida, this is just the state of Florida, 60 children was rescued, man. From what? They was doing human trafficking, man. This whole place is wicked. He said, and the people that was doing this human trafficking, he said, you would never know. He said, you look at these people and you would never think that they would be partakers of something like that, man. See, that's how it is. This place is the habitation of devils, man. Everywhere you look is devils, man. They're deceptive. They look like or these people can be trustworthy. Whatever, they all devils, man. You know what I'm saying? So we know this place right here, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, man, as they call it, man. There's a lot of wicked stuff that a lot of people haven't uncovered yet, that a lot of people be surprised that this is going on in Babylon the Great, man. Like, no, not here, America. Man, come on, man. This is the habitation of devils, man. But like I said, this place is rightfully deserve to be destroyed, man. Let's continue on. Jeremiah 49:18, it says, as in overthrowing of Sodom and Gomorrah and the neighboring cities thereof, saith the Lord, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. So after this place being destroyed, because what? Just like Sodom and Gomorrah, because what? They condone that lifestyle, man. These wicked ass motherfuckers, they condone, and promote past legislation and stuff of that nature. And at one point, they were celebrating this abominable lifestyle, man, which is this the month that they were celebrating, man. They pride is, they're going to throw it in your face. They call it Pride Month, man. So this place is justifiable for being what? Overturned, man, and destroyed, man. Continuing on, 19, behold, the Lord come up like a lion from a swelling. It's like, behold, the Lord shall come up like a lion from the swelling of Jordan against the habitation of the strong. But I will suddenly make him run away from her? And who is a chosen man that I may appoint over her? For who is like me, and who will appoint me the time? And who is that shepherd that will stand before me? So, the Lord is what? He's planning to what? Destroy this place, man. But before this place ultimately is going to be destroyed, ultimately, there's going to be plagues that's going to be unleashed here on Babylon the Great, man. Famine within, sword without. So there's going to be a lot of there's going to be a lot of what? Lamentations and woes, man. That's going to be that's pretty much set in place in time for this place, Babylon the Great, to be unleashed, man. These plagues, there's a set time and place for these calamities, these plagues to be set loose on Babylon the Great, man. These people is going to hit them like what? Like they ain't going to realize it, man. That's how fast it's going to be. It's going to hit these people, man. Because they still think, they want this place to continue on. But the Lord has other purposes, man, for this place, man. But I'm going to end it off there, man. Lord willing, the body was edified. Till next time, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakak, Wadash. Again, this your Akim Drill Azil. Lord willing, I'll be back with another lesson. Till next time, Shalom, Barakatham, and a Barber Ball. Shalom.